They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes Major Rascal, driving up there between horses. That's Sailin' Rorty on the far outside. Coat and Tails, and around the turn, Coat and Tails is up to get the early lead. I Ain't Gonna Stop racing second on the outside. Third as they go over to the quarter mile. That's Sailin' Rorty, but she'll find a home there in front of News Director as they go by the quarter mile in 30 2/5. Out of second now is I Ain't Gonna Stop as they go to the 3/8. Coat and Tails racing second. In third position on the front stretch, Major Rascal. News Director comes on fourth. Racing along the rail fifth as they go to the clubhouse turn. That's Sailin' Rorty. Windrush Lane is out of the hole now. And around the turn, the leader is I Ain't Gonna Stop. News Director on the outside moves up sharply to be second. Along the rail, Coat and Tails is third. Windrush Lane comes on fourth. They go to the 3/4. I Ain't Gonna Stop 3/4 of a length. News Director out there second. Racing along the rail, Coat and Tails is third. Windrush Lane fourth, and now News Director gets that lead. Racing in second to the 3/4 goes I Ain't Gonna Stop. It's News Director, the leader by 2 lengths. On the outside, Windrush Lane hustles up to be second. Racing third as they turn for home. I Ain't Gonna Stop on the outside. Fox Valley Jackpot with Lawyer's Freedom. They're in the lane on the front end. The leader is News Director. On the outside, Windrush Lane along the rail. Coat and Tails comes on third. It's News Director, the leader. Coat and Tails on the outside is closing. They're off. Along the inside, Leisure Cruise for the early lead. Driving up on the outside to get the lead is Star Julie. And Star Julie quickly into the lead. Leisure Cruise racing second. In third round, the turn to the quarter mile pole goes Kutumi. On the outside, ranging up fourth now, that's Crystal Doll, and Leisure Cruise gets the lead. Star Julie is second. Racing third after a quarter mile comes Crystal Doll. Racing in fourth position is Kutumi. It's Leisure Cruise, the leader on the outside. The challenger second. Crystal Doll in third position. That's Star Julie racing in fourth. Kutumi in fifth. Naughty Blonde racing up sixth. On the outside comes Starred Marie in seventh. Along the rail, Chicago Switch racing in eighth position. Society Love trailing the field. Salvation Sister. On the front end, Leisure Cruise stays out there a length and a half. Star Julie is second. Kutumi third, dropping back rapidly on the outside. That's Crystal Doll. They go to the 3/4, staying out there a length. Leisure Cruise. Star Julie is second, with Kutumi third. By the 3/4, Leisure Cruise has had the best of it, still does, a length and a half. Star Julie second, Kutumi is third. Racing in fourth is Naughty Blonde. They're in the lane. The leader is Leisure Cruise. Star Julie is closing on the outside. It's Leisure Cruise, Star Julie coming on. Leisure Cruise with Star Julie on the outside, racing second. Leisure Cruise with Star Julie second. Turn. They're off. That's Storm and Norm for the early lead on the rail. Royal Flyer came away on the outside. Dr. William into that first turn. Storm and Norm leads. Dr. William challenges second. Royal Flyer is third. Ready and Able fourth. Chi-Chi Accent fifth. Chipman's Pick sixth. Metallic Laster seventh and last. They go over to the quarter mile. Now getting the lead is Dr. William, the quarter 29 and a tick. Racing second, Storm and Norm up on the outside now to be third. And driving from second was Storm and Norm, and now three wide, Ready and Able. They go into the clubhouse turn. That's Storm and Norm getting the lead. Ready and Able moves up second. Dr. William is third. Racing in fourth round the turn goes Royal Flyer. It's Storm and Norm a neck on the inside. Dr. William is second. Ready and Able third. Racing in fourth position, Royal Flyer. On the outside, fifth to the three-quarters. Chipman's Pick in sixth position on the rail. Chi-Chi Accent trailing the field. Metallic Luster, final 3/8 of a mile. Storm and Norm a length and a half. Ready and Able comes to second. Racing in third to the corner and dropping back, Dr. William, three-quarters. 129 and 4. It's Storm and Norm, the leader by 2. Racing second, Ready and Able. Chipman's Pick on the outside is off stride. The back of the pack's been Let's have the ambulance, please. The ambulance immediately. The ambulance, please. Gentlemen, there's a loose horse behind you, gentlemen. It's a loose horse. They're off. Between horses, Hot Time Tonight left well down along the rail coming away. Chi-Town on the outside racing in third to the quarter. Goes Hurry Home Honey with Ideal Fresh fourth. Racing in fifth is Transcendental. They go over to the quarter-mile pole on the front end. The leader by a length as they enter the stretch the first time. On the inside, that's Hot Time Tonight driving up on the outside to challenge second by the stands, and taking the lead is Hurry Home Honey. They race into the clubhouse turn on the front end. The leader is Hurry Home Honey, racing in second to the half-mile marker on the inside. Comes Hot Time Tonight racing in third round the turn on the outside of horses. That's Ideal Donna. They go by the half-mile mark, and getting locked in there was Ideal Fresh as they go to the three-quarters on the front end. Now taking the lead by a length. That's Ideal Donna racing in second to the upper turn on the outside. Comes Princess Stephanie. They go to the three-quarter mile pole. The leader is Hot Time Tonight. Up on the outside to be second round the turn. Comes a Special Ideal. Transcendental is there, racing along the rail fourth as they enter the stretch. Comes Princess Stephanie. They're in the lane on the front end. The leader by 2 lengths is Ideal Donna. On the outside, closing ground second, that's Transcendental, and Transcendental gets the lead and draws out. It's Transcendental easily in front, racing in second. That's LSS. They're off. That's Please Deliver for the early lead, coming away between horses. Direct Rouge on the outside, 3 deep for position into the turn. Looks like a stretch drive there. It's Please Deliver the leader, racing alongside second to the quarter-mile post. Goes Direct Rouge, tucking in third is Princess Fortune, racing in fourth, JG Glory. They go off the quarter-mile juncture. In 29 2/5, the leader is Please Deliver. On the outside now, moving up to get that lead, comes Princess Fortune, racing in third. Comes Direct Rouge, racing fourth to the half-mile juncture on the rail. That's JG Glory. Classy Millie moves up fifth. Racing in sixth round the turn is Decency in seventh position on the rail. Comes Pipe Creek Bretta. Buffy Baby is eighth. Trailing the field now, Love Ya Desi. Into the 3/4 they go, staying out there by 2. Princess Fortune, Please Deliver second and neck. On the outside third to the 3/4, Classy Millie. Moving up fourth is Decency. Along the rail racing in fifth comes Direct Rouge. They go to the 3/4, staying there a length is Princess Fortune. Classy Millie out there second. Please Deliver along the inside third. They turn for home. The leader by 2 lengths is Princess Fortune. Classy Millie out there second. Decency closing ground third. Now it's Decency getting the lead, moving up to be second, Buffy Baby. Decency leads with Buffy Baby. Second is Decency, Buffy Baby, and Love Ya Desi. Fields off the turn. They're off. That's Stingham between horses with Speedy Les for the early lead, coming away third. Shylene, they drive for position. Stingham leads. Speedy Les out there second, racing in third round. The turn to the quarter-mile goes Shylene. Tucking in fourth is Lace Mantia. Stingham opens up a 2-length lead. Racing in second, Speedy Les by 3 lengths. Shylene is third. They go off the quarter, 28 2/5. Stingham shows the way 2.5 lengths. Speedy Les is second by 3. Shylene is third. Lace Mantia fourth by 3. Tall and Handsome is fifth. Racing in sixth, that's Gamina. In seventh position to the back stretch goes Cypress Kid. Racing in eighth, Connie's Bonnie, the trailing horse. Sea Star Virgin. Over to the 3/4, staying out there, Stingham by 2. Speedy Les racing second. In third as they move to the upper turn on the outside, that's Lace Mantia. Stingham leading. Speedy Les trotting second. Shylene along the rail third. Coming on to be fourth is Lace Mantia racing fifth to the 3/4 on the outside. Goes Tall and Handsome. And around the turn, it's Stingham off stride. Moving up to get that lead now between horses. Speedy Les, it's Speedy Les, the leader on the outside. Lace Mantia's closing ground second. From far back, Cypress Kid's cooking up a brew. The leader is Speedy Les. Cypress Kid trotting on the outside along the rail. Gamina. That's Cypress Kid and Gamina. They're off. Between horses, that's Prize Line. Down along the rail, coming away well, was Hermia. 3 deep as they drive for position into the turn, Mandy Starlet. And now moving between horses round the turn alertly goes Native Diane, and around the turn they go. Native Diane moves up on the outside to get the lead, off stride as they swing round the turn there to the quarter mile. Impeding the field was Free Game. They go down to the quarter mile on the front end. The leader by a length and a half to the 3/8 is Native Diane. Now moving up on the outside to challenge goes Mandy Starlet. They move in for the half mile. Mandy Starlet takes the lead. Racing in second as they swing round the turn to the half, Native Diane with Prize Line third. On the outside, coming on fourth after a half mile, goes Travel by Air, the half 58 2/5. Free Game on the outside is going nowhere to the 3/4. They move into the turn on the front end. The leader by a length into the upper turn is Mandy Starlet, racing in second position on the backside. That's Travel by Air, racing in third to the 3/4 mile mark. On the outside goes Hermia. They swing round the turn on the front end, showing the way by a length and a half. Now make it a half length. That's Travel by Air. In the lane, Travel by Air leads on the outside. Closing ground is Looking Hot Tonight. That's Looking Hot Tonight, getting the lead on the outside. Closing second with a rush it's Looking Hot Tonight. Moving up second, RJ Society. Looking Hot Tonight. Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Never Miss for the early lead. Between horses coming away, Kelly Polk down along the rail into the turn. She'll be Foxy, and around the turn, Kelly Polk moves up on the outside to take the early lead. Racing in second position now as they go to the quarter. Never Miss, She'll be Foxy moves up third. Racing in fourth is Beat the Bet. They go down to the quarter mile. That's She'll Be Foxy moving up on the outside to get the lead. Kelly Polk racing second. In third, Beat the Bet. Racing in fourth to the 3/8 marker comes Never Miss. In fifth position by the stands, Society Seeker racing in sixth. Brett's Francesca in seventh. Perigo on the outside, eighth round the turn. Beware of Lady trailing the field after a half mile. Desperate Liz on the front end. She'll Be Foxy the leader. Racing in second to the 3/4. Beat the Bet along the rail. Kelly Polk is third. Racing in fourth position, Never Miss. Beware the Lady on the outside is fifth. They go to the turn. The leader by a length and a half. She'll Be Foxy. Dropping back now is Beat the Bet. They swing round the turn on the front end. She'll Be Foxy the leader, racing second. Kelly Polk. Beat the Bet drops back on the outside. Beware the Lady, they're in the lane. The leader is She'll Be Foxy by 3 lengths. Racing in second, Kelly Polk on the outside. Beware the Lady, racing third. It's She'll Be Foxy drawing out. Racing in second position there, Desperate Liz. It's She'll Be Foxy. They're off. That's JT's Del Ripple for the early lead, coming away along the inside. Dual Sticks with Tarport Lane getting off third. Racing up on the outside as they swing round the turn to the quarter. Goes Coral Dust and around the turn. Coral Dust moving sharply on the outside is up to challenge. JT's Del Ripple for the lead, racing in third by the quarter mile. Comes Dual Sticks on the outside, Tarport Lane. They go over to the quarter mile, pull a battle for the lead. JT's Del Ripple on the inside. On the outside, Coral Dust racing in third position to the half mile. Tarport Lane racing in fourth along the rail. That's Dual Sticks. They move in for the half mile. JT's Del Ripple leads, racing in second on the rail as they go by the half mile. That's Dual Sticks on the outside. Tarport Lane comes on third. All through is Coral Dust. Now it's Tarport Lane moving up on the outside to challenge. JT's Del Ripple with Dual Sticks third. Racing up to be fourth as they go to the three-quarters. Comes Cicero Joan with Albacan fifth, and around the turn they go. On the front end with the short lead, JT's Del Ripple. Racing second in the lane comes Dual Sticks. They turn for home on the front end. The leader now is Tarport Lane with JT's Del Ripple. Closing ground is Devilish D. That's Devilish D moving up on the outside. Towards the inside closing is Albacan with Tarport Lane. Tarport Lane. Feels on the turn. They're off. That's Silent Wisteria out sharply for the early lead, coming away second. Star Blue Chip getting off third as they race into the first turn. Into the turn they go. Silent Wisteria leads, racing in second position. That's Star Blue Chip. Eel Hips is third. Racing fourth as they go to the quarter, it's Bruce. In fifth position now, past the stands the first time, Bad Crash. The quarter, 28 4/5. On the front end, the leader, Silent Wisteria, right there. Second, Star Blue Chip. Eel Hips is third. It's Bruce racing. Fourth, Magic Crash is fifth. On the outside, Egyptian Tempest comes on sixth. Followed in seventh by Dynamic Trip, trailing the field to the half mile. Apache Arrow, and they go by the half-mile pole, 59 2. Silent Wisteria leads a length, rough-gated there momentarily by the half with Star Blue Chip. It's Silent Wisteria length, it's Bruce racing second, Star Blue Chip is third. Racing fourth to the three-quarter mile pole, Egyptian Tempest along the rail. Eel Hips is fifth, racing in sixth to the three-quarters. Goes Dynamic Trip by the three-quarters, 128. Silent Wisteria winds out by 2 lengths. Star Blue Chip is second. Eel Hips towards the inside third. It's Silent Wisteria leading. On the outside, Star Blue Chip is closing ground second. Racing in third in the lane is Eel Hips between horses. Star Blue Chip. Eel Hips closing on the inside. That's Eel Hips getting up. They're off. Along the inside, Jazzy Man with Can Caliente came away well down along the rail as they drive for position. Goes Lucky Start, and around the turn they go. The early leader is Jazzy Man by 2 lengths, racing in second of the quarter mile. Lucky Start racing in third as they go to the quarter. Can Caliente up on the outside. Melrose Park fourth. Racing in fifth to the 3/8 on the rail. Scott's Magic. It's Jazzy Man the leader. Racing in second by the stands the first time comes Lucky Start. Melrose Park is third. On the outside, racing up to be fourth comes Kyler. They move in for the half mile. On the front end, Jazzy Man shows the way, racing in second after a half. Lucky Start in third, Melrose Park on the outside. Kyler is fourth, moving up fifth as they go to the 3/4. That's Scott's Magic down along the rail sixth. Can Caliente in seventh to the corner. Goes Sunshine Gem. Racing in eighth along the inside. That's Le Grand Society with Mamasty. They swing round the turn on the front end with a short lead. As they turn for home, Jazzy Man. It's Jazzy Man, the leader on the outside, racing second, Kyler. Jazzy Man leads, moving up there on the outside now, second, Sunshine Gem. It's Jazzy Man, Sunshine Gem, closing Le Grand Society. It's Jazzy Man.